first we'll take a glance to see what our levels of our tank is at. So I can, I don't think I got the, yeah I do. So I can see about how long I expect the water to run. So right here, fresh water. It says we 2/3. So when I hit the fresh right here, this fresh button, this F is full, gray, empty, black should be empty. That should go down, and fresh. So it ain't. So each of these buttons show you the level of the battery, fresh water tank, black water tank, gray water tank. That's old school meters. Well, it's not digital. So bring that little 360 around here. Bring y'all. We got 2 folks with us. We got y'all. And we got y'all. A little water and then plug it out. So let's go ahead and plug in. Now this is something to take note of. Depends on the RV. We're not down there, but right here in this little compartment. This is like your water field selection. It's like how it routes the water depending on what you're doing. So right now, this signifies this meter, this valve, this signifies this valve. So 3 and 5 is normal. That means just using it with the water pumps. The water pump is on when you turn on the water. That's normal operation. But we're gonna fill the tank. We're gonna fill it. We're gonna do a city fill, meaning we're connected to city outlets where they have pressure, have their own pressure. So we need to put it in the 1 and 6 for city fill tank. 1 and 6. Now we also want to make sure the water pump isn't on. If it was on, we would hear it come on because now it was
like a primer.
Well,
you will hear it.
It stops if the water pump was on. It stops running when it senses that it has pressure in the lines. So that would relieve the pressure, and then the water pump would have came.
Yeah, be able, to pump it.
And it just would have been running dry because there's no water. So now, and then somebody might ask, well, what's country feel? You know, if you got city feel, what's country feel? Country feel, I wouldn't even say it really work. I mean, it's really not that feasible, but what it's supposed to do is it's supposed to be able to put a connect right here, and then the water pump of the RV is supposed to suck the water up. Like if you have like a 5-gallon bucket or you tapping into a well or something. But man, that shit's slow as fuck. I don't know. I mean, there's a little thing you can do. That's a whole nother video to make that work better. There's some shit you gotta do like prime. You say it's priming shit.
Yeah.
It involves that, getting air out the lines and shit. And it also involves something real deep right here. Okay.
Not me.
It also making the country field work properly also involves something right here. This is a key. This is a key, folks. So you see, normally you want your screen to be in like this, right? That's how the screen's supposed to be, because there's a valve right here. That little button right there. So that means that when it's like that, the pressure of the water in the line from the city pushes that valve.
When you put the outlet in.
Yeah.
So then it releases the pressure.
When you turn on the water, it pushes the water.
Well,
But if you in country field, that's not enough pressure to depress that. So it's kind of working against you. So you put it in the opposite way to depress it.
Oh yeah, okay.
Bet. And put it in that way if you're doing country field. That's one thing that'll help. I was out on the campsite, looked that up on YouTube. I don't know who it was, but hats off to you, brother, for showing me that. It's an old school. It was an old head. Old heads, man. Don't be taking no COVID shots.
Sir, y'all heard, man.
Need y'all around with us, giving us wisdom. So now So you see, this is a good thing to buy, this extra attachment, because if this was hooked up directly, it could be like a kink or something. That's good. That's smart. Now we just wait. I mean, it's filling up. Some of the other settings are on there, right? On the valve. country. We're in City Field. But say like you was at say you was at a place that had you had your services. You had your electric, you had water, even you got your sewer. So you like hooked up all the way. You're not getting the water. You're not tapping out of your water tank. You're just getting the water coming in when you need it at your sink, and it just comes straight in from the line. That's a different mode. That is city fixtures at the top. City fixtures. 2 and 6. Yeah, I mean that's little stuff that you know might overlook. On a new RV or something, you know, they show you that stuff at what they supposed to when you buy them.
Yeah.
But if you don't get it from somebody, I mean, if you don't get it from a dealership,
Right, who gonna tell you?
yeah,
You feel me? Unless the person just
thorough with
you feel me?
Man, the manuals, man, because there's so many different systems in these shits.
Yeah,
You know?
because you can set them up. I'm pretty sure you can set them up all different ways on different ecosystem of the sewer. You feel me? It's probably different, all types of
Setups.
setups and.
We just, man, that's that. What else? I was sharing with them about basically what so like we're using this is a shower. You got a way to cut on the water pump from back here too. Matter of fact, the water pump is on. No bullshit. See that? You gotta turn it off. See that light?
Mm-hmm.
So we could turn it off from right here, but it really make the switches work in reverse. If I do that, I need to turn it because it's off. I would need to, because I could turn it off from right here, but you probably forget, you know. But so I need to just turn it off from where so the switch is right. So I ain't hear it, but so running it like that for too long is like running a dry pump. You know, it could mess your shit up. So
Back to the lab we go.
it's good that y'all caught that. You know, see right here, the water pump is on. Like, man, we all good now. Let's close. We're gonna get ready to go on a little trip. We're gonna close up the back. Probably not gonna turn on the air conditioner anymore. We're gonna disconnect the AC. So I'm gonna go ahead and make sure the air is off. And we got this max air fan. So in the meantime, we'll go ahead and start that. So that's keeping the constant airflow, ventilation. Yeah, I know what to show you next. It goes with the power thing, electricity. We got a generator on here, but at the same time we got an inverter. But the inverter it backfeeds the whole system, but it's not powerful enough to run things like the microwave and the air conditioner. That's one reason why I make sure I turn it off. Because if I forget, and I know I put it in inverter mode, like the system, the right breakers would be off and all that. So if that inverter on, and I'm like, why is it not working? And you won't even really know, because the air conditioner be cutting. It's like, it's not, it's just that surge. But there's some protections. I'll show you all those protections here. So now we're gonna close this up. There's some protections that I put in. Just help me out. I forgot a couple times, and different breakers and fuses and all that kind of stuff, man. It saved my ass, man. Matter of fact, man, you're gonna see 2 inverters. You're gonna see the one that's on the RV, and then you're gonna see one that I burnt up when we was in Las Vegas. Like, I was spooked with the damn breakers. Just moving too quick, man, guys, man. We gotta always slow down. Don't ever let life like speed you up where you ain't doing your own checks and balances. I think some people got more intrinsic shit going on in their life than more than others. So some of us don't even see that we need to even slow down because we on that consumer level. But you got you on some big boy shit, man. You got like, and I'm learning that shit every day. But you only got one time to get that shit right, man. So it's like, get them butterflies. I'm never gonna do that again. I'm never gonna make that mistake again. So what we're talking about is inverters and making sure that things are cut off. So if you ever turn that generator on, it's not gonna, it's not gonna.
Yeah.
So look, check this out. So we can still, though, I'm kind of proud of this shit. I mean, this is the part of it that I did for myself. But I can just explain something real quick, just as you're looking in someone that knows solar. You got the, this is your inverter, 3,000 watt pure sine. Alright, so this break, we got some breakers here, right? Like, let me start from the left end, so left to right. Breaker from the solar panels, like if I want to make sure that the solar panels are not hitting this anymore, hitting the charge controller, this is a switch to control it. Alright, see how the voltage came back up? That's the solar panels going into the charge controller. This breaker is the coming out the charge controller into the batteries. This is a breaker. So now between the batteries, with the charge controller charging the batteries, that circuit has been broke right here. That's that breaker. Everything is rated at the amperage that I found out how to find the amount of watts and amps, what amp is needed to actually be a true protection. And then this 300 amp is the inverter connection. If anything goes, this is what saved my ass. This one in many cases, this is right here. But I got another one. You're like, but damn, okay, so how is it backfeeding? Well, it's backfeeding from the high. It's backfeeding the whole system through this GFI right here. You know, I'm not using the regular AC outs. It's more of a high voltage, and that's backfeeding right here. But this is a little switch here. That was not smart. It's a switch because I'm plugged up to the house. It was not smart, guys. I'm bored. But it's off right now, right? So even if there's power coming out of here, like it is right now, because we're plugged up to the house, this is off. So it's you know, that's my like, that's one that I have control. Like, you just know when I'm using it on, when I'm not using it off. So it actually makes it to where this is disconnected, the circuit, for backfeeding the system. So, okay, so I gotta complete it. Okay, so boom. So right now we are in off mode. So this is off and all breakers are on in the breaker inside the RV, the electric circuit breaker bus, like in a house. Okay, but if we're gonna use that means that now if we need to start the generator to power the RV, or we need to just plug up to power the RV, all that's fine, and this is isolated. But if we need to use this, or we want to use this, we would turn it, you know, of course, we would turn it on last. What we would do first, I just want to show you what we turn on, but we would do that last. We would turn it on last. I'll show you what we would do first. It would be this. This is kind of, there's different ways of doing it, but you can do it this way, right? Like, there's different ways of doing it, but you can do it this way. So this is how I thought I can do it, and it works. So check it out. There's some things you gotta do. I'll tell you before we go in there. There's two breakers that you want to turn off at your circuit breaker. That's basically your main bus, your main that feeds the breaker. That's like, you got all these different breakers for different zones, the GFI, different switches, and different sections of the RV. But the one that you want to be off is the one that feeds the whole bus, because that's what's coming from the generator. That's what's coming from if you plug the RV up into the AC. So turn that one off, just in case you turn the generator on. You know, it won't connect. Right. Turn that main off, and then the other one that you turn off, because you're using the inverter to convert into AC, to convert DC into AC. The other bus on there is your converter, which converts. So when you're feeding it with AC power from your plug-in or the generator, it's charging your converter that's converting the AC to DC to charge your batteries. But you don't want that to be on, because it's a loop that'll really drain the batteries. You know, you can't take power from the battery and then try to charge. You know, that'll cause that. When that happens, that causes that 300 amp circuit to cut off, you know, that, because I did that. I've left that one off. So I said, you know, that's so. But so this is what you do first. So say You know, we got a little switch to turn on the inverter. Like it's on, but it's not connected right. You know, because it's off down there. He said speed it up. So boom, we need to go inverter. Come back here. I already know it's the bottom two. The main and then that's the converter. They're the bottom two. Both of them go off. Boom. Then I can cut the other one on and cut the first one that you saw with the white switch that I rolled on and off. Cut that one on and then cut the inverter on and boom. We're running off of solar. You know, in a temperature like this, you don't need no air conditioner. You can just feel. You can get this right here to kind of see what kind of protection mechanisms. There's dedicated drip lines for overflow tank. Put it in normal, which is 3 and 5. Lock that back up. Turn on the water pump if we need water, but we're full. I think it's like 50 something gallons. I might be, but I don't think I'm wrong because I'd be saying 30 something and then I'd be undershotting. And I'd be like, oh damn, it got more. So it's in the 50. I'll top that hose and that's been a, right? I mean, that's been enough, right? I mean, I done already made it too long.